Hi, welcome to yet another voiceover PowerPoint. You might have just watched the end of summer presentation, or you might be coming to this kind of raw and you just got here. Either way, I'm Dr. Botts. I'm happy to be sharing with you kind of some nuts and bolts, the real practical information about starting the 21-22 school year. A couple people that you'll do a lot of business with are two counselors. Miss Morowski handles ninth and 10th grade, Miss Covington 11th and 12th grade. And of course, we have some ladies here in the front office who like it anonymous and they really don't want us to draw attention to them. So we love them. They're super helpful. When you come into the office, you'll be able to get all your questions answered or give us a call. 239-432-6767 is the best way to reach us by phone. So get into some important information. Who are we? How are we structured? How do we manage things? A lot of it's built into our name. That mouthful there, Florida Southwestern Collegiate High School Lee Campus, it tells you a lot. It tells you that we're part of Florida Southwestern State College. We do have a sister school on the Charlotte campus. So this operation, where I'm the principal, and the information contained in this PowerPoint is about the Lee campus version. And so we're a charter school. That means we have a contract between FSW and the school district to provide services, academic services, to 9th through 12th graders here in Lee County. So we have a little bit of our structure and legal standing in both operations, but educationally and operationally, we work through, and I work and all the staff works for FSW. We're not a district school. We're a charter school. We're a choice inside of Lee County. What kind of choice are we? Well, we follow the pre-collegiate collegiate model. It's a lottery enrollment, and we're past that this time of year. If you're watching this, you're probably attending. If you're watching this, lottery probably didn't work out for you this year, and we'll be opening it again as we get into the fall for next year. But the bottom line is 9th and 10th graders go to school in our building here on the campus, Building T. And at the end of the sophomore year, if you have your 3.0 and you're passing AccuPlacer score, you'll be a dual enrollment student over there at the college. I say over there because I'm sitting on the college campus inside the high school, and I'm looking out at the beautiful FSW college campus. So when you're a 9th grader, when you're a 10th grader, we're going to do all of our academic business through Canvas. Teachers are going to put assignments in there. That's the learning management system that houses everything. It's for students and for academics. Focus is where the grades go. So kids are going to spend a ton of time in Canvas. Parents, you may or may not spend a ton of time, or you might be checking in on Focus. That's where the grades are stored. Two different platforms, two different intents. There is no parent login to Canvas. You can share that password between you and your student if you decide to do that, or you can sign up for a messaging service inside of Canvas that pumps out things like changes, assignment updates, notifications on the calendar. You can have that sent to your text messages or email, and that's a settings thing that we'll work with your students on and provide you a handout that you can set up. So it's really designed for kids to be independent, but those resources are there for parents who need to kind of help their students. Bottom line, we're here to help you go to college. We're going to send you to college as a junior for the dual enrollment half of our program, and then we're going to send you on to college after that. That's what we're trying to do. Everything we're about is making sure that kids are ready for that. And it's not just learning facts. It's not just academics. It's growing. It can be social growth, personal growth, academic growth. We're really big into the critical thinking, communication, and collaboration as a process. We feel like those things help you be ready for everything, including college. So as you're working with myself, Miss Morowski, Miss Covington, oftentimes one of us may refer you to the other one. We also have a social worker and an SRO. But if you need something, kind of your starting point is 9th and 10th grade Miss Morowski, 11th and 12th grade Miss Covington. If it's a school operations question, you can start with me, and then we'll all work together to make sure that we're keeping you, your family, your student on track and helping along the way. So, popular question, what'd you do at school today? Popular answer, nothing. Don't fall for that. There's always something going on here. Students have 7 classes in both ninth and 10th grade, and it's important to remember that you can't just do everything the night before it's DUE. So if you've kind of been in school and used to managing due dates and that was all you really had to think about, like, oh, okay, that's due, I can just knock it out real quick, you're going to be in trouble here. There's a lot to do before the due date. So you need to be busy all the time. There is no such thing as I have no homework tonight. There's always something to do. There's always something to review. There's always something to be getting ready for. So you really have to stay focused on creating a routine that includes school. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to wait to the last minute. Every veteran student here tells you procrastination will make you pay. They'll all tell you the same thing. Somehow adults can say it and it doesn't sink in, but students, you know what I'm talking about. You have to stay ahead of your schoolwork or it's going to catch up with you. So, and as you're doing all of that, remember, don't just focus on what's due. Focus on why you're doing it and what's going on. If all you do is study for test, I would argue that you're not really learning much. You're just getting a bunch of stuff done. You've got to understand the context of why and how and see how things work together. Otherwise, it's just going to seem like a whole bunch of work and maybe even start to feel discouraging when it doesn't need to. It can be exciting to learn, to grow, to really start to own your own future. So let's talk about technology real quick. We have plenty of computers here. One of the most popular questions is, do I need to buy my student a computer? You might not. What you do have to do as a family is have quiet and reliable access to the internet. Whether you access it from a laptop or the computer in the living room or the computer you borrow from us, the technology itself doesn't make the difference. It's the commitment to staying with the hard work and being organized and just really taking education seriously. So we have all this stuff here. If I was giving a generic choice, a lot of families do find it convenient for their student to own a laptop just because everything can stay in one place. If that's not possible for you or your family, just let us know. We can loan you one. But bottom line, you need to be able to have reliable access to the internet every single day so that you can work outside of the school hours. So here's a bunch of information that I'll talk you through. It gives you the kind of the nuts and bolts of what would be at an open house so that you're ready. First day of school, August 10th. We're always following the Lee County School District annual calendar, which brings up the idea of closing for any number of reasons. Weather is a kind of a primary example. If FSW or the school district closes, then we close. We can't run on a campus that's closed here. And if conditions are such that the Lee County School District isn't running buses, then we wouldn't run our buses either. We have a real typical set of school rules. It all comes down to making sure you're not a distraction to other people learning. The Lee County School District Code of Conduct does apply to us. And if you're outside the rules, we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to your parents. And we're going to get you back inside the rules so that we can really stay focused on school. That's why we're here. We're not about distractions. We're not about managing over and over and over the same problems. So just focus on school and the rest of that will take care of itself. If you need free or reduced lunch, no problem. It's the same process as the school district. You would have already gotten a packet. You can still get a packet and the qualifications are the same. So when you're at school, you're welcome to be here between 7:30 and 3 o'clock. The courtyard is open at 7:30. We ask parents to pick their students up by 3 o'clock if they're a parent pickup student. But class begins at 8. 7 periods, starts at 8, ends at 2:30. Not 8:02, not 8:07. You need to be here. If I was giving you a hint, it would be 7:45. And so that's kind of what you need to plan on each day. And 9th and 10th graders, you'll be with us here in the high school, Building T, not wandering around the campus. Let's talk about buses. We contract with a vendor, so we don't directly control the buses. This summer, we've been putting out links for you to register. the 29th of July, they're going to be emailing families their bus stop assignments. If you don't get one or you haven't registered, you'll likely be on a waiting list, and we'll address all those issues after the first 2 weeks of school. It just takes that long to make sure that this and that are or not working, traffic patterns, just kind of resolving all of the things that come up and when you put all of these bodies in motion. So we do have 3 buses that are running this year, one from the Cape, one from out east in Lehigh, and one starting south and coming up towards the main campus here. So let's talk about information and how it will flow throughout the year. The webpage always has a lot of basic information. That's where you're finding this PowerPoint. You'll see Facebook notifications. Think of them as advertisements that point you to other sources like emails or the webpage or upcoming events. You have to do to understand what's going on at school. You have to do more than watch Facebook. You have to engage. And if you do need to contact us, our FSW emails are the best way to do that. Emailing us at the linked emails in focus is taking it to the district emails, which doesn't really get checked by teachers quite as often or really ever. So you need your FSW emails that are listed on our webpage to do that. And parents, you do have access to students' grades in focus. Canvas notifications can be set up to send reminders to students or parents. And last thing I wanted to let you know is we're never going to ask you for cash. All school business is done with checks or credit cards. Paying for your lunch is over the web. We're not going to ask you for cash for anything ever. And then the last thing to talk about is dress code. Think conservative. Really, at the end of the day, you need your shoulders covered, you need your midriff covered, and your pants need to get skirt, pants, shorts, whatever you want to call them, needs to get down within 3 inches of your knee. If you have rips in your jeans, the rips just can't be see-through, and if they are see-through, that see-throughness has to be down below your knee. So we're just it's on the webpage. Basically conservative. Most kids wear jeans or shorts and a t-shirt to school every day. And if you need your freshman PE uniform, that link was in your email this summer as well. One last slide and we'll wrap it up. We are having an open house, but it's designed for families who have never been here before. So brand new sophomores and incoming freshmen. The list of what classes each grade level is taking is listed there on the left. Your particular schedule is available in Focus and or at open house and or on the first day of school. So you don't need to panic. There's only 11 classrooms. You're not going to get lost. You don't have to worry. But if you've never seen the building, we recognize that it's important to come in and be able to do that. So August the 5th, 2 to 6 o'clock, primarily ninth graders. We have a few sophomore families joining us. If you're a rising sophomore and you were here last year, maybe we'll just see you on the first day of school and you don't have to worry too much about that. So I've kind of summarized those other things we've talked about. 9th and 10th grade families, we should already have your packets. If we don't, please get them in. 11th and 12th grade packets are going to be heading out in August, along with more details about firing up the dual enrollment side of our coin. And I'm confident that we'll open mask optional. All of this stuff with COVID seems to be a fluid situation, and so we just kind of work together. We got through it last year, and so we'll do it again this year. But that's what you can expect for the beginning of the 21-22 school year. I hope this is helpful. I can't wait to meet you in person. And the staff here is ready to have a great year. We hope you are too. Have a great day. And if you need anything, just reach out to us.